Hey guys, welcome back to Build Life. I'm Steve. We just got back from another build trip on our mountain cabin. I want to show you what we did. This is our first trip with the road all fixed up. Our first build trip, I should say. I cannot tell you how nice it is to have this road all fixed up. We are now sleeping in the cabin to be able to pull your truck, trailers, material, everything right up to the front porch is just truly awesome. It really feels like things are coming together. Dave and Chandler did sleep down in the camper. We don't have enough beds in the cabin yet and room with all of our tools, but man, it was really awesome to have this all done. Man, it is super hot. It is like 92, I think, today. And I don't know, 400% humidity. There's 6 of us here. It is a scorcher. We're gonna do a little concrete work. We're getting the skirt put together on the cabin. Should be a good trip. We're gonna get a lot done. I grew up in the trades. My father owned a concrete company. It was him and a partner and usually a worker or two. Often one of his or his partner's sons. They each had 2. I was one of them and worked for them for several years. In the mid-90s, I gave up concrete for an illustrious career in roofing. Most would say that was a step down, sideways at best, but for a brief time I did both. Eventually, I hired my friend Steve as my first employee, as one often does. He quit his job at a grocery store on the spot to be a roofer. We didn't have enough roofs to keep us busy, so we cut grass to fill in the gaps. After a little while, we got more roofs, quit the grass cutting, and soon there were several more roofers to follow. As the company grew and I had a CPA and an attorney, the attorney happened to be Steve's father, the need to incorporate with the state for limited liability arose, all the official business things that come with it. At the time, the company was Allen Remodeling. It's my last name. As it happened, that name was taken with the state, and I had to choose another. One in particularly colorful roofer. He was a Steve as well. There were 3 of us for a while, 3 of us Steves. He bet me $100 I wouldn't name the company D-Wing after the wing in the school he and several others of us went to for our learning and behavioral disorders. I did. And yes, he paid me the $100. 10 years went by and I took a partner and we later split that up. He kept the name and is still doing business as D-Wing. You can look it up. I'm not sure how he explains that to his customers. The point of the story is that we were a team, a club really. We worked hard and played hard. None of us were married or had kids. At one point, 5 of us were all staying in my 1-bedroom apartment, guys sleeping all over the floor. The good old days. As the company grew and guys came and went, the club dissolved. I miss that. What I've seen over the years is that things seem to cycle. I was no longer roofing myself, but after 15 years as the company's only estimator, I began to hire a team of salesmen. We worked long days through a couple of hailstorms and made lots of money. We even started a class at a friend's gym and we all went and worked out together. It was a lot of fun. Although very different, we had started another club. That cycle too came to an end. Guys left to start their own companies or find the next big thing, and soon there were a couple of us left. We have some new faces to replace the old, and the company is doing well, but my role has once again changed. I still put in my time running that company, but I have put more focus on my real estate passion and with rentals here at home and the short-term rental village we're building in Kentucky. After what is coming up on a year that I've owned the property in Kentucky, we now have a new club for this collection of misfits to fill the D-Wing. With 6 of us working for a week this time, we got a lot done this trip, which really pushed us towards our goal, but made it hard to film. I'll probably have to split this one up into a couple videos. Here Mike and Pete are working on the skirt. It's just a rip of treated plywood. We took some 2x4s, ripped them down the middle, made some little plywood gussets with scraps, and tried to cover up all the beams and posts and kind of junk under there. You can see here where it kind of brings the siding down even with the bottom of the front and back porch. Just kind of gives it a finished look. Lyle, now you're both famous on YouTube.
Yay. I'm already famous.
I couldn't find these guys. They're underneath the cabin loafing around.
Yeah, because that's
Dave and Chandler spent most of their time this trip inside wiring up the electric, getting all the home runs put in. They were under the house running lines to the mini splits and also that auxiliary cabin. We like to use metal boxes rather than the plastic ones. Just feels a little better. We also give them a hard time because we ran a window unit in here for us to sleep by, but it didn't hurt them any during the day when it was 92 out. Just to stick your finger in a socket, act like you're getting electrocuted. The days are a little longer now, so there's some downtime after we get done working. This is what happens when George and Pete steal the side-by-side and my camera and decide to make a film of their own. It's a little colorful language. I think I'm going to leave it in for full effect. I might bleep it out or something, but they got a pretty good documentation of what it looks like from the top of the property back to the cabin site. Our cabin is only, it's probably not even a quarter of the way into the property.
It'll still be recorded until you turn it off. Make sure my pockets are good. Alright. Ready to do this? Guess not.
I know you hear it all the time on YouTube, but this camera really doesn't do this justice. Most of these hills are too steep to walk on.
There's no way they came this far. Maybe that's what Steve was talking about.
Hey, if you're new here and you want to get caught up, watch this playlist. It'll show you all the things we've done so far, and hit the subscribe button, bell, all those things so you don't miss anything else. Thanks for watching.
Hey, we're back.
Glad no one was worried about us.